from London. I'm so happy. I'm sorry. This is so random for me, just because to be this far from my house and for people to give a fuck about me is nuts. Thank you very, very. God bless. Thank you.
You deserve it, though. Come on, let's be real.
I also just smoked a joint. I'm sorry.
So this is a good time. So you're feeling open.
Yeah, this is pretty standard me though. So
good. Well, I'm very excited to have you here. I think everyone else is too, right?
You.
So welcome to
I've known you for so long, by the way. This is so crazy to see
It's so
you
crazy.
in this space.
So we met in 2012, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, back in New York. So this is why it's very special. It's been about 3 years since our last interview though, so there's a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
And you've grown so much, it's amazing, because I think the last time I interviewed you, you hadn't even signed CDE. So it's like the growth even from since then, like, yeah. I know. I love you, so I'm very happy to be here right now.
Too. Same.
And I want to start off, so we're in SZA's Grotto, it's been created entirely for you. There is a...
Let me look around and I'm so excited. This is so beautiful.
It's like amazing to just be here in this like pink and blue dream. But the first thing I wanted to ask you about is just who decided to have SZA open your or announce your album release date? Because that's like the most gangster thing I've ever heard.
SZA, I love SZA so much, and I met him randomly on a speedboat, and like we just like drank Coronas and played music on a random day, and I never expected to see him again. Like I was just hyped to meet RZA, and I was like, wow, my manager's so cool for setting that up. And we talked about music and all type of shit, and then he just showed up. Like he's like turtleneck RZA, like real in full like uniform, and like, and I was like, okay, can I get some Bobby Digital? Like, can I get like classic RZA? And he was just going ham. He was just really going off in the studio, like really just breaking it down, being the supreme alphabet, and just like being gnarly. Like it was crazy.
Were you just like the next day you woke up and were like, wait, I was on a speedboat with RZA yesterday, like did that even happen?
No, right. It was just like, one, who do you tell?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know,
I don't believe that.
It just sounds random. It's very just so like, yeah. But he's amazing. So good.
Especially because just in case anyone doesn't get the reference of your name, SZA, anyone that grew up in Wu-Tang like I did, SZA is a reference to RZA and SZA as well.
Yeah, that's the same alphabet.
Like, to meet him after, you know, basing your name on that, was he just like as inspirational as you imagined he'd be?
Yes. He was very like stoic and like a man of few words, and like, but also very like nostalgic and familial, like very, felt like a relative kind of. It was weird. It was like RZA in your brain as in real life. I don't know. The way you would think of him in real life.
And did that come like towards the end of the album? Like what was the starting point for you in creating Control? Like the album that we hear now?
We made so much shit. Those vocals are like 2 years old. Like I met him so long ago, it's not even funny. And it was we didn't even know like what we were doing. So we, everything, like at the end of everything, we're like, wow, what do we were trying to figure out, do we put interludes as him, or do I like use my mom, or where do we place him? And I was like, all right, well, we shot these little vignette thingies when we shot the album cover, and we just didn't know what to do with those either. And there were like 30 of those that we cut down to like 13, that we cut down to like 3. And we were like, dang, we have like just extra content. So, and I just didn't know what to do. So I decided I want my mommy and my granny to like run my album for me. And then, but RZA is also a boss. So I just wanted him to like juxtapose the way that I felt, because there was a roughness and abrasiveness, and like, he was just, I don't know, he just speaking for me in a way. Like his tone, his energy. At the last minute was like, yeah, do that.
I think it makes sense as well, because having the kind of strong theme of like, well, kind of female strength and vulnerability on the album, that's why it's beautiful having your mother and your grandmother voice those bits. So how did that recording come? Because obviously you wouldn't want to stage it and script it. So was it quite natural, the recording process?
Well, my granny, it's like impossible. You can't script anything. You just gotta like, that's just me talking to her and like letting the phone run. Like, and she's the freest person that I ever knew. And my mom is like, she's completely different. Like, she's not free. So I had to talk to her for like an hour. She's free, but like, she cares. Like, she cares what you think. And she cares, like, she'll be like, just in case this ever goes anywhere, a thesis about control. Like, she'll just be like, hello, I'm Audrey. Like, she'll just start this whole thing. So but she's, I don't know, like when you get her into like, she's passionate about God. She's really passionate about God. She's passionate about divinity and like those kind of things. So once you get her in the realm of like that kind of energy, and we started talking about that, and then that's when she started getting lost in her own words. That was like 2 hours later. So. But,
I mean, I don't know. At least you have those recordings forever though, so it's
no,
kind of special.
I record everything. I'm so creepy. Like, not like, you could trust me, but it's just like, when I'm like with my granny, I'm getting older and I started realizing that like people won't be here forever. And then we have all these like cool ways to like save people. And my Nana passed away like a year ago, last year. And I was recording her like before then because I was really gonna use, my other Nana was gonna use her on Control. And I never imagined that she would pass away. And when she did, I was like, oh, you have to record everything. Like record everyone all the time because I'm the only person with audio. Like I've heard talking about like just random, like very creepy, not like beautifully creepy things that are just like, it's just cool. It's cool, record shit.
But their wisdom is like nothing else that you're going to get, so you might as well, you know, find out what they've got. Because even, I remember we spoke about your family years ago, and you've got very strong characters in your family, and you're like the kind of the baby as well. So does that form a lot of your kind of, when it comes to songwriting? Because I feel like there's I mean, you're an incredibly strong character, but there is a theme of vulnerability, and even just like looking into your emotional side and spirituality, that I think, does that come from you almost being like, allowed to be inward with yourself, because everyone's so strong and you can't really go to them and be like, you know, sad. You have to kind of almost focus on it yourself.
I think it came from a long line of like ghosting and not being there, like actually like just avoiding my family, and because of that, like everyone's personality, I don't know, I'm not really like that. Like I didn't express things to my family, so like my granny doesn't even know I sing. Like the first time she heard I sang was like when she saw me on TV. And like my sister, like I don't talk about that kind of stuff to my family. It's like I'm like not embarrassed, but it's just like, I don't know, I guess I am embarrassed, I don't know, but like not like that, but it's like, it's my family and I know they're gonna be judging me. but I don't know. It's like I think now I'm just comfortable feeling like I can be myself because I realize my parents are people. Everyone in my family are just people, and we all communicate in the world in different ways. So this is the way I communicate to the world. So I have to magnify that, like if I want to actually amplify my communication skills, because this is the way God chose me to communicate. So my mom is just like, she's Audrey and she's corporate and she's like on her shit, and my dad is just like wilding and like editing and doing TV shit, and like my sister is like a psychiatrist and manic also, and like but amazing and like brilliant, and my little sister's just on some weird art guitar shit, and I fuck with that. Like I don't even know what she on, but she's just like me but stronger. That's weird.
I loved seeing that your dad used to like dub the Spanish language version of South Park. That's one of the most random facts.
Yeah.
That's so cool and like quirky. So growing up, you had lots of, because you grew up near New York as well, so were you kind of going into the city and having all these experiences despite living in kind of, you know, a more rural kind of area?
But I prefer a rural area. Like I feel like, especially now, and they say like so much of the world is about to like be forced to live in like a major city, and it's so sad to think about just because, I don't know, I feel like just space is necessary for everyone, but it's also like important to learn to carve out your own space when you don't have any. So, I don't know, it's like an exercise that I don't want to partake in.
So I want to talk about songwriting as well, because you've written for like, I mean, Rihanna and Beyonce, like kind of the peak of being able to write for artists that are alive today. Like that's insane. But like, how do you feel like being a songwriter? Like, do you ever kind of enjoy being able to write for like a different personality or a different psyche? Because you can always write for yourself and know that that's like your personal thing. Do you ever like to step out of that?
It's weird, in those instances, I wrote for myself. Consideration was originally on my album, and then I gave it to her by accident. And but it was a very cool accident. Yeah, it was. I blame Pharrell.
It just gets better, by the way.
It's just
Pharrell's fault.
It was crazy. And he was in the room like when it was time to play the record, and I was like, wow, like I'm a Pharrell stan. Like if anybody knows anything about my childhood, like it's crazy. And he was in a room when I was writing, and like when it was time for me to like present my stuff, I'm like, I didn't even know why she asked me to come there. Like, this is like the second time, and I'm like, girl, I never wrote for anybody before. Like, I really appreciate this opportunity. I have nothing like to say. I have no idea. And I'm like, meanwhile, like I'm listening to like songs by like Sam Smith and like written, and like she's slaying everything, and I'm just like, what? So, I don't know, but then Pharrell's there, and I'm just like, wow, this is so much pressure. So I'm just like, well, I'm just start playing shit for my album. And then, because I'm like, I can't play no duds now, like, and my manager's looking at me like, wow, you're out of control. And my anxiety is just like peaking. So then like, I just play and I had just made Consideration too. And we had sat through like a lot of like drums and like trying to figure out like, what was the feeling that we wanted, and I did like 2 different drafts, and I finally finished, and I'm like, cool, because I didn't know that anyone liked it yet, and then I played it, and she was like, yeah, bitch, I want that, so, and I'm just like, this one, that's crazy. Wow, I'm sure there's another one that would be interesting. But yeah, like I'm sure if you can imagine Rihanna, she don't take no for an answer, and she makes offers you can't refuse.
I believe you.
Yeah, so it was just the best. It was a blessing.
I mean, and it's a great way because I mean, Control, the album that you have now, you actually restarted at one point. So how did you? When did you decide? At 3 points. At what point do you decide that what you're listening to, as finished as it may be, isn't right for you to release? And how hard is that to then be like, I'm actually
I don't ever decide. People just cut me off. That's it. I just got cut off. People just stopped giving me my hard drive. That's it. It's bad. And people stopped talking to me. Like, towards the end, my manager just, like, did not talk to me. Like, I think even the producers on the album, like, they were my real friends. Like, Cody, Ty, and Cardi, they stopped talking to me. They were just like, I would ask my opinions, like, what do you think about this song? How do you think about it? And they're just like, well, whatever you want to do. Like, and then I was like, fuck you guys. And everyone was so over it, so I just had to make my own decisions. Kendrick was telling me whatever the fuck I wanted to hear. Like, I could tell everybody was over. He was like, you're fine, everything's a go, just do it. And I'm just like, really? Even though he's like, yes, I would do a new song. I'm like, should I put this on the album? He's like, yes, you need this on the album. Put this on the album. And I'm like, are you sure? But I don't know, I appreciate everyone being over me, because it's just like, it's the only way. It would have never come out, like, if it was up to me. So
that's amazing. I appreciate it even more now, because, you know, people are thirsty. Very, very, not just people in this room, I'm not being rude to you guys, but I mean in general, all your fans, including me, were thirsty.
I was honestly just scared to fail the shit out of all of y'all, so I'm very thankful for, like, that you even care, and I promise I'm gonna make, at least one more, just one more. I'm on paper for one more. But and I'm excited. Honestly, I didn't know that y'all wanted to hear like my dirty laundry, and like I don't know. I just didn't know. But now I know, and I promise I'm gonna work really hard to give y'all what y'all want, and really not beat around the bush, and like not be scared. And I'm gonna take a quarter of the time, like a sixth of the time. Okay, I'm sorry.
Can I ask you, how did you and Kendrick manage to make a song that says pussy 21 times?
So I kept it
It's
all.
so good as well. It's like the best song, and it definitely is my favorite song about pussies, even though it's not even about pussies. So.
Thank you. That's actually one of the oldest songs on the album, like from the time that it started, like 3 years ago. That was like one of the first songs I ever made, and then Dot added his verse like a week before it came out.
That's so crazy, the lifeline of. So was that one of the few songs that you had kept from like an original recording process?
For sure. That was like a mood when I was just like going. I liked boom bap, and it was so like aggressive. That I was like living with Zay at the time too, and he had all he had all these producers like coming to the house and like doing all this cool shit and making up downstairs, and I would just go like, but they were making rap beats. Everyone wanted to give me R&B, like the softest beats available, and I was just like, no, because you're imagining who I am. So then I would go and hang with the boys and then just go steal beats from them. So then Zay had somebody downstairs, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. What's that? Who's that for? And then before Zay could come downstairs, I was just like, wow, you just sent it to me. Here's my hard drive. And then I had it, and then I just recorded to it. So that was Cam. Cam was over there making just gangster shit for saying that stuff.
I love that you have got the best group of, you know, rappers to steal beats from though. Like, you know, the beats that are being offered, like, you're actually very lucky to even be able to be like, yeah, that's
No, in extreme moments, like dire moments, that's when you go to die and you be like, I need your help. I need the shit that they sent you. Like, please. Please help me. And then he's like, okay, if it's time.
Oh, I love that. And I love like the way that you guys interact. Like there is a real family aspect every time you work with those guys. Like you and SZA Rashad, like especially when you were on his album twice, I was like, yeah, makes perfect sense. I had her a third time. Like, and I think that, I mean, also I do think you on rap beats is especially the boom bap side of it is great. And I just want to make a request for you and RZA to do a collaborative album because that would be incredible. So if you make one more album, make that one too. But, you know, it's a side project, right?
I'm doing one with Tame Impala and my fiance right now.
That's amazing. So I'm not going to ask you release dates and stuff because that's pressure. What I do want to ask you about is your, like, I mean, I don't want to say a darkness to it, but you're not the average kind of R&B singer by far, but there's definitely a quality to your music that is like eerie. Like, it's even like your kind of love for Rosemary's Baby. Like, your
I love that movie. It's so crazy.
Which I feel like when I watched the visual that RZA did, I could see Rosemary's Baby kind of, not the references, but I could see like the same quality of like, it's like that 60s film. And it's like, exactly, you got that kind of creepy, like, but especially it's like done in such a cinematic way that it's never too dark, except for Love Galore, which is an incredible video. I watched that video and I think I was silent for about 3 minutes, just like, wow. Like, she killed Travis Scott, like.
Oh no, I didn't think he wasn't even supposed to be dead. If you ever seen the movie Misery, she breaks his legs at the end. Kathy Bates.
I love Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
but still, I'm gonna watch it and get the reference.
But it was just like, it went so far. It wasn't even supposed to be like that. I'm sorry.
Do you get a lot of traumatized people like, what? Why did you do that?
Well, I definitely get confused when people are traumatized, which I feel like that indicates something about me that I didn't know about me. Then I was just like, what? What's so like nuts about it? Or like, what's gross about it? But I don't know. My dad watches Game of Thrones and he's been watching like crazy shit for a long time. I don't know.
Well, also sometimes it's the suggestiveness of it. It's when you don't see the thing, and that's what happened with that one. It's when you don't see, you know, Travis Scott, you know, to potentially die. You're like, he died. He must have died.
I mean, but it's just like anybody who knows me for real knows that like if I'm gonna get on top of you and I'm gonna like be having my ass in the air and your hands is in the mix and we out here, like there's no way that there isn't gonna be some kind of wild or like a punchline. Like I'm gonna get mine. Like I have to. That's, I don't know, but if you know me, now you know me.
and I'm sure dating hasn't, you know, like I'm sure you can still date very easily. It's not like,
oh no.
What are you saying that guys haven't approached you since? Like,
no, I don't date. Dating is crazy. Drink water and mind your business. Don't do it.
That's good advice, though, to be fair.
Yes.
Because, I mean, there's obviously a lot of, like, love experiences on the album, and, like, I wondered, have you ever told a story and then, like, maybe not even one about yourself and then regret it and being like, damn, like, that person's, like, text you just like, why did you do this?
No.
That's good. Not yet.
No. Something I told y'all, they're so arrogant that, like, either they don't think it's about them or they just, like, they're just, like, trying to play it very cool because, like, they're shook, but, you know what I mean? Like, on something like, wow, I'd love to come to a show. Wow, are you mad at me? Like, or, wow, hello? Like, the kind of, but it's not, it's very casual. Like, they're just testing the water. But those situations are so old, like, I would hope they don't care anymore because I surely do not.
And that's the thing, it's more of a reflective style, you know. That's the thing about
it's like releasing, just like, wow, that was crazy.
It is, and I mean, Control is an album, it's not entirely just about love. There's so many themes on there.
No, it really isn't even about love. It's just that I happened to be dealing with niggas while I was going through stuff. Like, I don't even know how that came out. Like, it was just, that was an accident, and I just more was dealing with life and just too much. I don't know. I don't know what Control is about.
That's the thing, I think, feels. Sometimes people overanalyze. It's an amazing collection of songs either way.
Thank you.
I think we may even have some people in the audience that want to ask some questions. Are there?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna do my own version of, I don't know, a kind of Maury. Well, actually, I don't know. So I'm gonna go to them.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we're gonna. So anyone that has a question, put your hands up, and I will climb over to
I
you.
don't think anyone has it. Is that golden?
I thought you said, is that a goldfish? I was
I'm
like,
sorry. That was just no. I was saying hi to my friend.
I thought it was so skinny. Skinny. No.
I don't think they have questions. We've been talking a lot.
That's true. Oh wait, no, there is someone. Hello.
Hi, SZA. It's Mercedes. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
The Weekend. I need to know the love. Is it a love triangle? The my man is mine. Whose man is whose man? That's what I.
All right. So, but it's 3. My man is my man. Is your man. Wait. My man is my man. Is your man. Her is her man too. Her, that's her man too. And my man is my man. Is your man. That's her man. Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's 3 girls. It's her, that's her man. But I think iTunes says her, that's her. I don't know what the fuck they wrote. But that is not it. It's her, that's her man. So it's 3 girls. It could be even more. And what it is like, let's say you're dealing with a dude and you really like him. And then you find out he's messing with another girl and some more girls. And you're like, wow, this is so crazy. And you realize like, I still want to be, but like I don't want to be in this. So it's like we can still like kick it and have a good time, but I just don't have to be invested and like let you define me. Like you don't make up my identity as my man like anymore because I'm not playing your games. We have like 4 other women, so it's like yes, girl. Like and if one of them approaches you, it's casual. It's like yes. I heard that's my nigga, hers, all of them. You can definitely have him. I'm just here. I'm kicking it. Like I don't even have any. I'm not staking any claim. Like I'm just here for the snacks. So that's all that's happening. So it's just a casual like thing. It's one of those like it was a situation that went bad, and I transmuted the energy into something positive for myself on the weekend.
I'm so grateful for I'm here for the snacks. That's definitely. If nothing else, we all got that tonight. That's my new like I don't know motto in life. You know, I'm just here for the snacks. But oh wait, look, questions over here. Oh no, how do I navigate sofa? Alright, I'm gonna pass it.
Hi.
Hey.
I just want to know, is there a reason that it wasn't called A, and is A the next project?
Oh my god.
I need closure.
There was definitely. I'm so bad at closure, girl. Like it's a problem. Like it's been you hear it on the album. Yes. There was a reason. Yes, it does exist. Yes, I need permission to release it. Yes, it is complete. It's just a different. It's just a different time. It's like I made a lot of songs in these 4 years, and the collection of the 14 that I chose are just like a reflection of a particular story that I thought I was telling. But I don't know. But at the same token, I don't know. I have a lot of versions of me. I'm gonna share those though. I promise. Very soon.
Is there another question? Okay. Oh, sorry. We got 2 more over here.
Hi. I wanted to know if you were bringing the Control tour here. Like, obviously, I know.
Wait, hi. I'm sorry. I was looking this way at first. Hi. What's your name?
Shamari.
Hi, Shamari.
Hi. I wanted to know if you're bringing the Control tour here because I know you're going on tour with like Bryson Tiller.
I am.
So
I'm gonna just do the same shit I'm doing on Control Tour with Bryson. I'm not finna like downsize for y'all. Like I'm not finna like. I promise. I'm gonna go off wherever I'm at for y'all. I promise. Okay.
Hi, SZA.
Hi. What's your name?
Hi, Remy.
Remy?
Yeah.
Hi.
So you say real niggas don't deserve pussy.
You're not wrong. What did you say? I'm sorry.
Can you elaborate on that?
Elaborate, yes. Well, you're not wrong. So it's really think about, there's two ways to answer this, because you have to think about the duplicity of your own mind, right? So you can say, one, on some real, niggas do not deserve pussy. On some real shit, niggas don't deserve pussy. That's what I'm saying. Or you could just take it as real niggas do not deserve pussy, as in there's much more you can offer than that. It's like, it's not a deserve, that's not the bottom line. There's like 60,000 different ways for me to complete you besides that. So it's like, let's just get past that. Like, we can, if you were a real nigga, then you wouldn't mind getting past that. No?
I think we've got time for just 2 more questions, so okay. Hey, Solana.
Hi, girl.
Oh my gosh.
What's your name?
Tatiana.
Hi, Tatiana.
Firstly, I actually love your album.
Thank
I
you.
listened to your previous work, but this one for me is just like incredible.
Thank you.
I vibe to it every morning.
Thank
I know
you.
all the tunes. I relate to it. My boyfriend is obsessed with you, so
Oh my
I
goodness.
feel like it's good that I like you.
Ooh, I'm glad for both guys. Thank you.
He's literally obsessed. Like, it's unreal.
I ain't worried about him, girl. It's me and you. We should
Yeah.
think about
No, so I had a +1. I was like, you're not coming, babe. But my question is, so firstly, on Drew Barrymore, why is it titled Drew Barrymore?
Okay.
What inspired it? And then kind of in relation to the rest of the album, does it relate to you as a person, or is it other experiences that you've delved in or your friends have shared with you that have kind of formed the whole 20-something control vibe?
Yeah. So basically, Drew Barrymore, like when I think of like the movies that you watch, like at your sleepovers with maybe like a Girl Scout thing. Y'all have Girl Scouts here?
Yeah.
No.
Brownies.
Yeah, brownies. But brownies lead to Girl Scouts. It's supposed to be like, it's like brownies, Girl Scouts, cadets. Damn, y'all stop at brownies? Oh, okay. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, well, it was like that. It's like the movies that you watch at your sleepovers, or like that you watch when you watch Never Been Kissed, or Poison Ivy is like an old 90s American movie that my older sister would watch about a young girl who didn't have any parents, and she was really on some fucked up shit. She was young, and she hung out with this other girl who was like really complete, seemingly very smart, very shy. Her parents, her mom was, you know, really bad, and her father was like on some like weird, like down to like, you know, like always cheating, messing around. So Drew Barrymore played this troubled, like blonde, like bombshell young girl who came in and stole this other young girl's life, because she didn't have a life. She was just like out in the world being bad and young and reckless, like swinging from the trees and shit. And so she ended up sweeping into this girl's family, befriending her, but she really just wanted to be loved, but she never experienced love, so she was, of course, destructive, because that's what you do when you never been loved. So she killed the girl's mother, fucked her dad, moved in, and then tried to kill the daughter. All of this, and then she was miserable the whole time, and like it was a very, ended up dying in the end. But it was a weird, it's like a dark, bizarre, like tale of Drew Barrymore. Her hair looked fantastic the whole film, and then the wardrobe was fire. Like when you see it, you'll understand. Like it's literally Tumblr, like in a movie in the 90s. It's the best of, but the moods of that, it was such an interesting dynamic. Then you think of Never Been Kissed. Like she was Josie Grossi in high school, never popular, like literally like teased in every way. So now she's a journalist. She has to go back into the same high school, relive these same memories, try to recreate herself. But you're really not that different, because you have these same experiences and very insecure. But like you try to put your big girl boots on, and now you do this thing again. And like she goes through this whole process of like being an adult and being a woman. And then you think of Drew Barrymore, although be it a white woman, of the white women of that time, you think about Sharon Stone, you think about Julianne Moore, you think about Michelle Pfeiffer. Cameron Diaz is actually more quirky than those women. We're talking about like very aristocratic, like small lips, pointy nose, very thin, like women. We talking about Drew Barrymore having crooked teeth, a goofy belly laugh, short hair, and being relatively thicker than all of these women, and tall, like, just quirky. Like she was a different vibe, but that was her character. She didn't break out of character to try to be fine. Like she was just on some, I'm goofy, I'm awkward, I'm me, and that's me in every movie. In Charlie's Angel, I'm still an angel, but I'm also still like a wrestler and awkward as fuck and like just doing my shit and like dating Tom Green in real life. Like also like who does that? Like it's just like it's very. I respected her. I thought she was just ill. And when I thought of the sound of that guitar and that bass line, I imagined a very sad, like Drew Barrymore in a 90s movie, just like kicking sand. And she lived a troubled life if you know her real life. Like she went through a lot. So it's like, I don't know. I just saw those movies in my head.
Well, thank you very much for one of the most interesting conversations I've ever had. That's like a lot to process and definitely a lot of films to go and watch. So thank you to everyone that asked questions as well. I hope you all had fun in SZA's grotto.
Thank you for coming.
We're going to have some more donuts and some more drinks and music and everyone, so hang out and have fun. We've still got some time in the grotto, so make most of it.
Yay, thank you. I can meet.